Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Scott, and today I'm going to talk about how a particular camera will actually improve your technique, your skill, and your results. I'm going to talk about how this camera will actually make you a better photographer. Now, when we hear new gear announcements, we all speculate about buying said new gear because of X, Y, and Z. If I just get this camera, insert whatever excuse you made to make that purchase. But if we're actually being honest with ourselves and you reflect back on your work, maybe sometime thereafter, you realize that maybe that new camera or that new gear didn't actually really move the needle. I think we've all been there at some point, or we will at some point. And if you have, I think this episode is worth tuning into. Before we get into the actual camera details, I want to dive in and break down the why this camera is such a game changer in photography. You ready? Let's go. First things first. If you look at any professional photographer, what do they all have in common? Well, besides a strong skill set, they've all spent a ton of time behind the lens. And the same goes for you, no matter what gear you're using. When you pick up your camera, you're not just learning how to push a button, you're building muscle memory. You're looking at how to frame a shot, how light interacts with your subject, and how to find good light. And it's how you control your camera settings and make the most out of it to execute your vision. And you won't master those by reading a book, watching a couple YouTube episodes, and calling it a day. You have to get out there and shoot a lot. Every time you use your camera, the more you understand how to make that camera work for you. Think about it this way, the more you practice, the less you think about the technical stuff. And the less you're thinking about the technical stuff as that gets out of the way, the more you can work on the art of photography, composition, seeing, and working on the story that you're really trying to tell. Okay, let's talk about the learning curve, because it's definitely a thing, and it's real when you're getting started. You may not be getting the results that you want, but that's okay. Each time you're making a click, whether it turns out perfect or not, you're learning something. At first, you might see some mistakes, like exposure being off, missing focus, perhaps the composition is a little awkward, or the subject matter isn't quite there yet. When I first started, I messed up all the time. And this is almost 25 years ago when there was only film, so the mistakes were also really expensive. But over time, I started to notice patterns. I paid more attention to light, to my camera settings, and compositions that made more interesting photographs. So don't get discouraged by those mistakes. They're your best teacher, and everyone has been through it, even the pros. By the way, if you haven't heard of Susan Sontag's book on photography, it is definitely worth a read. So here's something important. Don't be afraid to experiment. And the more you use your camera, the more you'll start to try new things and play with different angles, different perspectives, different lenses. You'll try new lighting, different setups and compositions. And once you've learned all the rules, you'll try breaking the rules, which is where it can get really interesting. Take your camera out to different locations. Explore different genres like landscape, portrait, macro, street photography. Each genre has its own challenges, and with that variety, it'll help teach you new techniques that you can incorporate and broaden into your skill set. You don't know what you like until you try it. So that's why it's so important to get out there and just shoot, whether you're feeling inspired or not. Now let's talk about consistency. And this is where a lot of people struggle. But the more you pick up your camera and use it consistently, the better you will get. It's simple as that. It's the small, consistent steps that add up to massive improvement. You don't have to get out there every day, although that would be great. But try to get out there once a week and make some photos. And then go home and go through the process of reviewing and editing those photos. You could even push it one step further and submit those photos to a contest or publication, request a portfolio review, or put together some kind of presentation for your friends. Henri Cartier-Bresson once said the first 10,000 photographs you make will be your worst. So here's the bottom line. The more you use your camera, the better the photographer you will be. It's that simple. It's all about practicing, experimenting, and staying consistent. You've been wondering what camera might actually make you a better photographer. Well, it's likely the camera you already have, and if not, it's probably time to make some changes. See, it's not about the tech or some secret sauce inside some camera. It's really about whatever gear might inspire you to go out and make more photos. Just keep getting out there. For me, it's the Leica M rangefinder system. I bought my first Leica M in 2003, and for me, it's always been the camera that has invited me to pick it up, Like I just want to go out and shoot with this camera. The way the camera is made and the way the camera is used it inspires me to be very intentional and present. It's like I respect the tool, and in turn it further pushes me to respect the craft when it's in my hand. All right, that's it for today's episode. I hope this inspires you to grab your camera and get out there. If you found this video helpful, please hit the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more content photography related. And hey, drop a comment below and tell me what camera you have that makes you feel like running out there or maybe staying in and making some fresh new frames. I'd love to hear from you. Until then, stay curious and keep clicking.
I'ma show you how I do it. Like a pro, gotta hustle, get